Appalachian Mountain Dulcimer. As you notice today, I have switched over from the blue cardboard dulcimer to an actual wooden dulcimer. This is in a hourglass shape. You can get them on all different shapes. They come in different kinds of woods. This one is a cherry wood. I place a felt backing on the back so they don't slip on my clothes while I'm trying to play. I have the traditional heart-shaped sound holes. You will notice this has 4 tuning pegs instead of 3. That's in case you want to double the melody string. However, I find doubling the melody string is a little too rough on my pointer finger when I'm sliding, so I took that off, and so I only have 3. The nails down at the base is what holds the strings on. It has the strum hollow, again, where you strum. It has the bridge. And these are pressure tuners, which are a little different than the tuning gears that I used on the blue one. I always make sure to tune my dulcimers again before I play. I generally use the DAA tuning, unless I'm playing a tune that calls for some other kind of tuning. But I do always double check every time before I play. You will also notice that this dulcimer does not have the numbers for the frets. So at this point we're ready to just have those memorized, and the frets are going to be in the same place. This would still be fret 1, fret 2, fret 3, 4, 5, and so on. Some fretboards do have a 6.5 fret, which this one does have a 6.5 fret, and I have to make sure to skip that one unless it's called for in the tablature. I thought today what we would do is take a familiar song that we already know, Cotton Eye Joe, that we did in lesson 7, and still work on that 0 fret and still work up to the normal speed of that particular mountain tune. And so I'm going to lay this down on my lap, get my left hand pointer on fret 5. So you may have to count the first couple of times until you get used to where your frets are, since there's not going to be any fret numbers on these. So I just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's where I'm going to start with my left hand pointer. And I'm going to take my triangle pick and place it in my right hand with the pointed side out. And I'll strum in, and we're going to continue to do that in and out strum and filling in the rhythm where there's nothing much going on, and to make it a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to start out at a slow tempo, and then in today's lesson we'll work our way up to a regular tempo using the same song, but we're going to switch over to the hourglass shaped cherry dulcimer. And I have this one made, and this one I use at school and I use at home. It has a nice warm mellow sound. I also have another dulcimer, and it's made out of butternut, and I will do a lesson on that one using the same song, and you can hear how the different woods change the different sounds. This one has a nice warm smooth sound, and the butternut has a very bright metallic sound. So be listening for that in my next video. Today we're going to start on fret 5 for Cotton Eye Joe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The numbers are going to be the same. 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 5, 5, 5, 0. 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 1, 0, 1, 3, 3. So we'll start out at about that speed. 1, 2, ready, play. And that's because the sound box is a lot wider, and the dulcimer itself, as you can see, is a lot longer, so that is going to affect your sound. The wood is going to affect your sound, and the size and shape of your dulcimer is going to affect your sound. Again, I also wanted to show you the type of strings that I use. I use this on both the blue dulcimer that I used in previous lessons, and also on all of my wooden ones. They're called the Martin and Company Dulcimer strings. They come in a packet, and you get a middle string, a melody string, and you get a bass string in each one of the packets. And I always keep several of these packets with me just in case a string pops. For some reason, my strings pop a little bit more frequently on my wooden one than they do on the blue one that I use. Let's try again at a slow speed our Cotton Eye Joe, starting on fret 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, ready, play. Where there's nothing going on, and just fill it in where you feel comfortable. There's no particular way that you have to do it. It's whatever is comfortable for you. 1, 2, ready, go. If you can get to another fret easier, quicker with one of your other fingers, by all means go ahead and use those. You very seldom use the pinky unless you're doing chords on your dulcimer, and you very seldom use your thumb again unless you're doing chords on the dulcimer. So it's usually these 3 fingers that will help you get to your frets if they happen to be very far apart. Let's give it another try, and as you notice, it is quite loud, and you get a whole different sound with your wooden dulcimer. If you'd like to know where I purchased this one, just email me from YouTube and I'll be glad to give you the information. Lesson. Again, if you have any questions about the dulcimer I used today, please feel free to email me, and thank you so much for your very positive comments, and I hope to see you again real soon. Thank you.